Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? Okay, so today's video I've been like dying to do. I don't know if you looked at my other videos, but I started no added sugar. I don't want to call it a diet. I'm trying to not eat added sugar. So anything that has sugar added to it, like cakes, like even like peanut butter crackers and stuff, like they have sugar. Like sugar is literally in everything. So I try not to do like ketchup and salad dressings. I try and make my own salad dressing, usually with oil, vinegar, throw some spices in there, bam, there we go. So I've been doing that. That's awesome. And then off and on, I've also been starting and stopping drinking alcohol. So with alcohol, it's like when I used to drink, it was like always on my mind. When can I have a drink? When can I have a drink? I could have a drink after dinner. I could have a drink, oh, I don't have to go anywhere tonight. I don't have to be anywhere tomorrow. I can have a drink. Like it was always on my mind, and it was always an extra decision, and it was always heavy on my mind because drinking was a habit for me. So I would drink at night. It would probably affect my sleep, and also if you drink, I am here to tell you, you're drinking for a reason. Everybody does drugs for a reason. For example, my drug of choice is caffeine. I do caffeine for a reason. If you're drinking, you do alcohol for a reason. So think about that. Why do you drink alcohol? You do it for a reason, okay? So I stopped drinking. And I've done this 100 times where I stopped and I went a couple months, got like moments of clarity, and then I said, I can just have one. Oh, I have control over myself. I could just have one. And then eventually it was like I would be drinking 2 or 3, and then it would be too much, and then I'm waking up with a hangover, and then just stupid. So I've done this a couple times before. That's my point. And then, so currently, and I think I'm actually done with alcohol this time. Like, I'm totally done. Like, I honestly have not had a desire to drink. Like, I went to, my son had a baseball tournament this week. People were drinking. Alcohol was all over. Everybody was drinking. Like, I'm not sure if all the parents were drinking, but everybody was. But I still didn't want to. Nobody really asked me though. Like, oh, do you want to drink? Like, I have this and that. Maybe they noticed I wasn't drinking, so they didn't ask me, but I don't know. But anyway, my point is that I had no desire to drink at all. So I really feel like I'm done. So it's been since October 29th. I don't know how many days. I just remember that date, October 29th. And I remember Halloween, everybody's drinking, like, when you're taking the kids out trick-or-treating, like all the parents are like, ha ha ha, like they're all drunk and having a good time drinking. And I still didn't, and I was like, it was 2 days in, and I was just like, nope, I'm not doing it. Like, I don't want it. Ever since then, I swear to God, I'm done. So since I stopped drinking, I think none of these are new, but maybe I could put it in a way that will hit you. Like, make an impact on you. So since I stopped drinking, I deal with everything, every feeling I have, everything I want, everything I am sick of, everything that frustrates me, everything that makes me happy, everything that makes me jealous, whatever emotion that you want to come up with, I feel it. I feel it 100%. I am not numbing and drinking away stress. I take the stress and I deal with it. And I say, stress, where are you coming from? Why am I stressed? And I deal with it. Since I stopped drinking, I have made so much progress just within myself. Like, I know what I want. I know where I want to go. And then, like, when you're drinking and the whole day you're like, oh, I can have a drink after dinner, and you're thinking about it on your way home from work or whatever. And then you start drinking and then you go to sleep. You're probably not sleeping as good. And you wake up and guess what you're building on? At night, you build on the day before, right? And then every day carries into the next. So if you're drinking every night or close to every night, like, you're building on being intoxicated. Like, because it affects your sleep. It probably stays in your system. I'm not sure. And then you're back to being buzzed again. Because one drink, two drinks, whatever you drink, it does something to you. So then you're like numbing your problems, you're numbing your stress, you're numbing your, you're getting that dopamine hit, and that's what you're building on the next day. So you never really dealt with whatever was stressing you out because you drink alcohol to numb that. And I really, truly, honestly believe we drink alcohol to truly just to numb and to forget. And then when you're out, it's like, oh, I'll have a good time with it. But when you stop, you realize it's no different with the alcohol. Like, you don't feel any different. You don't have more fun. You're just, I don't want to say stupider, but like, you say things you wouldn't normally say because you're drunk. And you don't have that inhibition where you're thinking about what you say. And then you present yourself how you want to present yourself, not like impulsive things and doing impulsive things. So, like, yeah, like, so I'm building on me being sober, me dealing with everything, me letting my stress out in healthy ways. That's what I'm building on. So I am growing and just getting better and better every day because I'm not knocking myself back a couple steps with alcohol, because that's what you do. You numb your problems, you numb everything, and you sit down and you relax instead of dealing with stuff. So also, since I stopped drinking, I have longer days where before I would maybe have a drink after dinner or right before dinner, or maybe even earlier if it was the weekend and we're just hanging out. So then you're tired. Like, you think I feel like studying or reading or doing anything after I'm tired? Like, no, I have way longer days, and that equals more productivity. Like, since I stopped drinking, I've been reading books. And then that kind of stopped because I'm in school, so now I'm learning. But I have so much more time now that I'm not drinking to learn, because I'm not tired, I'm not affected by alcohol, and I don't have that worry. Like, oh, if I have a drink and I'm studying, am I gonna forget it? Or does it help? Like, is it just less stress? Like, I don't have to worry about that. I just don't drink. I just study. You know what I mean? So, so since I stopped drinking, I'm happier because I'm dealing with all these problems, and I have more mental capacity to just go after what I want. So I'm getting more of what I want, and that makes me happier. Like, everything I do it with a purpose towards my goals and my aspirations and where I want to be. That's everything goes to where I want to be. Like, goes towards that. Where drinking will just stops you in your tracks. You're like, once you start drinking, it's like everything stops. You're just like relaxing, and which is a good thing. And you can relax without alcohol, without a toxic substance. You know, you don't need that. So I am so much more happier without, you know, a central nervous system depressant. Like, I don't need a downer anymore. Like, a downer that takes away your, makes you less inhibited. Like, I don't need that. I am happier. I am happy in my own mind. Like, I don't need anything to be happy. I just need to do things that make me feel good. And depressing my nervous system and stressing out my liver. My liver has better things to do besides filter alcohol out of my system. So I'm sleeping better, probably. That helps because you work out a lot of what you're going through during the day in your sleep. So if you're affecting those sleep cycles, well, you're affecting your mental health like 100%. So also, since I stopped drinking, I save money. Like, all my money goes to things that make me feel good, things that enhance my life. You know, like, everything goes towards my future now. Like, alcohol just seems to stop everything. It just stops all progress. And I think that maybe that's what people want. Like, the people that really run this country, I think they want us all going to work, coming home, drinking, and going back to work. So you're basically on autopilot. I think that's what they want. I think that's why alcohol is being pushed to be everywhere. It's in the movie theaters. It's in salons. It's in, like, I can't go to the movies without pictures of attractive drinks, you know, with my kids. Like, they're looking at that. It's annoying. So so since I stopped drinking, I've also been a good example. Okay, to my kids, like, because they saw me when I was drinking and they see me now. And I think they see me as a better person, a person who's reading, a person who's exercising, a person who's totally awake and, you know, not super tired by the time it's 8 o'clock. You know, like, if I was drinking, that's what it does to me. It makes me tired. So I think they see me as somebody who's a better person. I'm not saying periodically, like every so often, like, you'll get a bad hangover if you're drinking. So they don't see that anymore. They don't see me with a headache, totally sick, totally poisoned. Like, literally, that's what it is. When you have a hangover, you poisoned yourself. I would get hangovers so bad that, oh, I would throw up. I'd be throwing up. And it doesn't take that much for me. So, you know, some people, they don't get hangovers, I swear. Like, it seems like some people drink and they just feel fine. But, you know, every now and then I would get that really bad hangover when I just had a little too much. And those days are over for me. I'm always 100% me. And if I'm sick, I know it's not like, do I have a headache because I was drinking last night? Like, no, I wasn't drinking last night. So I have a headache for some other reason. So it clears up the confusion too. Like, it's not the alcohol. So, all this stuff, all these amazing things happened to me when I stopped drinking. And, I hope that, some of these things I said really hit home. And I'm in nursing school. And, alcohol can contribute to a lot of health problems down the road. Like, I've seen patients being told by the doctors from, like, yeah, you're having this and it could have been caused by the alcohol. And I've seen the look on patients' face when they realize, like, wow, like, I did this to myself. And it's not pretty. Alcohol can land you in the hospital eventually if you let it. You know, I mean, maybe a lot of people get by with no issues, but I've seen the issues. And let me tell you, it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. So it's a risk factor in cancer. You can get pancreatitis. It does affect you, of course, you know, you can get liver disease. And it interferes with how your body utilizes different nutrients. Like, maybe I could do a video more in depth on, you know, maybe I could do a video more in depth on, like, the effects of alcohol and, like, what it can lead to. But, yeah, I would definitely consider not drinking. And if you're trying to, I hope I helped you to really want it, because you're not gonna stop drinking unless you really want to stop. Like, you have to literally hate it. And if you don't want to stop and you've been drinking for a long time, you never know how it's gonna be unless you stop. You never know what's on the other side unless you give it a try. So I hope that this video helped you. If it did, let me know. And hit like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.